Hello, Delmarva. I'm Dr. Corey Lee Smith from the dental office of Dyer & Smith here at WBOC's historic Studio D. Delmarva Life starts now.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is Monday, March 5th. So happy to have you here. I'm Lisa Bryant.
I'm Jimmy Hopple. Welcome to Delmarva Live from historic Studio D. And we get to say thanks for joining us to a wonderful studio audience. Look at these guys. Wow.
We got a full house today.
You think it's a rowdy bunch today?
I bet you it is.
You think it might be?
We'll find out.
We'll find out.
Hey, great weekend. Did you have a good weekend?
It was a wonderful weekend. You had a great weekend too, didn't you?
I did. The magic of Dr. Seuss was all around this weekend. On Saturday, did Read Across America at the Wicomico Public Library, sponsored by the Jaycees. Sheriff Mike Lewis, who's in that picture, along with myself and some members of the Jaycees and the library director, all there. It was a great time. Lots of kids there. They enjoyed it. I got to read The Cat in the Hat.
Yes.
Yes.
Doesn't get much better than that.
No, it doesn't.
Except maybe the Sleep Book. Sleep Book's pretty good.
Oh, okay. But and in addition to that, Dr. Seuss's The Lorax brought in $70.7 million, narrowly beating The Incredibles. It's a huge win for Universal versus a Disney movie. The top film of 2012 right now.
And it's a big deal because this is the first run. It's not a sequel.
Right, right.
So making that kind of money was, and it's the first glimpse anyone's ever had of the Lorax.
Yeah.
Because Dr. Seuss never showed you.
Yeah. So what a great Seussical weekend.
Seussical weekend.
Yes. How about that? It was also a great weekend for some local high school athletes. That's how we're topping our hot topics today.
Some of the big hot topics this afternoon. As a matter of fact, I want to say congratulations to the Pocomoke boys basketball. They won the 1 East Regional title, beating out Kent County, Maryland, 91-90.
Oh, that was a close one.
That's a tight game. I would have loved to have seen that one.
I know. That was one of those last-minute things. And congratulations also to Parkside High School's Anthony Rivera for winning the 113-pound Maryland Wrestling State Championship. Rivera defeated Perryville's Chris Brown 2-1.
That's Anthony there on the right.
Yeah.
Giving a proverbial faceplant.
Rivera's teammates Bremonte Tall and Brennan McAllister and Wicomico High's Eddie Miller all placed second. Got
some other shots there from the tournament. So congratulations to all you guys. Great job. And there were a lot that came in second and third, and they placed really, really well. Yeah, we want to say
congratulations to Raheem Ramsey for winning the 220-pound Maryland State Championship as well.
So congratulations. You guys, good job. Well done.
They work hard.
Yes, they did.
They work hard, both in the classroom and in their sport.
And on the mat. And on the hardwood, I guess we should say as well. So what is this about Dewey Beach showing off a new logo thing they have?
Yeah, they unveiled their new logo, and they are, I guess, touting the fact that they have clean water.
How about that? Have we got a picture of that? Can we show that real quick?
Mayor Diane Hansen unveiled this new logo a couple weeks ago. It emphasizes the town's recognition as one of the cleanest beaches in the country. In June, and I want to make sure I get this right, the Natural Resources Defense Council recognized 4 beaches for superior cleanliness of their waters. Dewey Beach and Rehoboth Beach were all in that superstar status.
How about that? So congratulations to you guys. It's nice to live here, you know it?
It is. You got some clean water,
some beautiful
nice beaches, and good high school athletes.
And good high school athletes. Let's move down the beach a little bit. Go south a little bit down to Ocean City. There has been word, sorry, they tried to make it happen, but they could not get Adele in for the big concert they were planning in June.
Oh, really?
Now, that being said, that does not mean they're not going to get her next year. A picture there from picking up her 5 Grammys.
Oh, my goodness.
Founders Entertainment event planner Tom Russell had hoped to snag her for the summer, but unfortunately because of scheduling, they just could not make it work out. But they are, because they work 10 months to a year out on their schedule, they're working to try to get her for next summer. So it's still a possibility.
I imagine she's in high demand.
Oh my goodness.
You think?
I think I would stand out in the water and listen to her.
Would you?
Yes, I would. What a voice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Incredible.
And when she does come, if she does come, I'm sure those tickets will go fast.
Go quickly, very quickly.
Do you watch Saturday Night Live, or did you watch Saturday Night Live
You
this
know,
weekend?
I haven't really watched Saturday Night Live on a regular basis since, and I don't know if you'd call it the original crew. I don't know if it'd be the original, but you know,
Yeah,
Bill Murray.
the Bill Murray,
all those,
Chevy Chase.
those guys. I haven't
Belushi.
watched it much since then.
Oh, okay.
And
It's
so-
changed a little since then.
So I missed Lindsay.
Yeah, Lindsay Lohan was, she hosted Saturday Night Live for the 4th time this weekend. Her monologue, of course, she spent making fun of herself, poking a little fun at herself. She said, she stepped up the stage and then alarms went off, and she said, "Really? You're gonna do that?" And the other cast members came out and were patting her down, and
good grief.
But apparently she didn't do so well with the rest of the show, forgetting lines and really kind of bombing. So, what do you think? Did you see it? Go to Facebook, Del Marva Life's Facebook, and like us, and then give us your opinion on Lindsay's appearance on Saturday Night Live over the weekend, if you saw it. If you didn't, you can still, there's lots of video online. I didn't see it either. I watched it online.
There was discussion at one point that somebody said she may make the list of the 4 worst
hosts? Oh.
So,
I don't know.
Got an opinion on that? We would absolutely love to hear it. Whether or not they're going to invite her back again. Don Rickles, who knows Don Rickles? Who knows the name Don Rickles? Okay, yeah, okay. The reason I bring that up, does anybody know how old Don Rickles turns this year? Take a wild guess. Just yell out a wild guess. 90, close, 86. He turns 86 this year, and he's not slowing down any.
No.
He actually just launched not only a website, but take a look at this. He has launched the Don Rickles app. The Don Rickles app. I don't know if you can read that right there. Talking about he has his own iPad and he reads about himself so much he fell down laughing at himself.
He's so funny.
One of the sharpest tongues, razor wit. This guy, I can't make up my mind if I love him or hate him, but you got to say he's funny. So
when they have those commercials, those infomercials for the celebrity roasts, you ever see those? My husband will watch those from start to finish because he especially loves Don Rickles, but he loves that era of comedians.
Yeah.
And I guess I should buy him the set, the DVD set, so he doesn't have to watch the infomercial.
You didn't hear that, Bob. It's birthday soon. Father's Day coming up. So
yeah, Father's Day coming up.
Don't think anything about
but Don Rickles, of course, was in the Toy Story cast.
He was?
Yes, wasn't he? He was in Toy Story.
Who was he in Toy Story? I didn't know that. I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah.
Oh, see, now I got to go back and watch it all over again.
I know, and my producer told me, but I didn't hear. I think he was Mr. Potato Head.
Oh, he was?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'd believe that. That would fit just about right, yeah. So.
Oprah has secured the first interview with Whitney Houston's daughter, Bobbi Christina. Did you hear this?
I hadn't heard this, heard some other things, but I hadn't heard this.
Yeah.
I did hear, and are we supposed to talk about Bobby Brown? Can we talk about that? Okay. Sorry, just had to get a little clearance there before I jumped out on the thin ice. Apparently saying that Whitney owed him $10,000 for while he was out sleeping in the car and she was
in rehab?
Doing rehab.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah.
But Bobbi Christina going to talk to Oprah.
I talked to Oprah. It's not surprising that Oprah snagged it. I figured it'd be either Oprah or Barbara Walters.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Those are the two big interviewers. But it'll be kind of interesting to hear what she says. Only 18 years old, so.
Some amazing insight into what goes on in the life of a famous person who has to live in a fishbowl anyway, and to hear what it's like at home in dealing with something like that. It might, like you said, she's 18. I don't know how much insight that's going to give for the kind of pressures that Whitney Houston had to deal with.
Right.
Why maybe she got into some of these addictive tendencies. There might be a whole lot here that we don't know or have even given her credit for.
Right.
So
I think this is a story that's going to go on for quite some time.
I think you're right.
And we may never know the truth.
The end of it, the very end. Who's going to know?
Hey, let's turn to football. That's exciting. Green Bay Packers linebacker A.J. Hawk. You heard of him? Anyone?
You guys know A.J. Hawk? Are you Packers fans?
Are you any Packers fans in here?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you might, if you
We're trying to encourage them to say, no, really, say you're a Packer fan.
Really, you're a
Just
Packers
fake it.
fan.
No, we're just
well,
kidding.
maybe if you see this picture. you recognize him because he always has those blonde hair hanging out of his helmet.
Right, yeah.
Well, he doesn't have that blonde hair anymore.
No more.
He had it cut and he donated it to Locks for
Love.
Kids.
For kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there he is.
Of course, it's just like Locks for Love. What they do is they make wigs for kids that are going through cancer treatment. A wonderfully noble thing. And apparently he's going to try to get a friend of his to do the same. It's also on the team, and he's looking to set up another event in June to try to gather more hair and gather more donations.
Yeah.
So that would be a big thing there. I think Palomalu is the one that...
That's what I was thinking. You think he would do it?
You could make a wig for like 5 or 6 kids out of him.
You could.
I mean, he'd lose his shampoo sponsorship, but hey, 5 or 6 kids, that would be a great thing.
Yeah, because his hair is actually insured. Did you know that?
Oh yeah.
So
$2 million, something
like
like
that. So he probably is not not
not
his
gonna
hair
part?
for charity.
Come on.
That's a guess.
Oh, it's a good thing. It's a way to go. Okay. How many of you are familiar with the whole thing about trying to go stealth, about trying to disguise some of our soldiers with camouflage that makes them practically invisible? They're supposed to be going to these new technological highs to where you can hardly see a soldier when he's out in the field.
I've never even heard of that.
Haven't heard about that. They're really
No.
working hard. They changed the whole camouflage thing, went with this digital pattern on
I do remember
uniforms and
that,
stuff.
yeah.
That was to try to make them disappear a little bit better. So Mercedes has a new car that is powered by the F-Cell, and it's supposed to be so incredible that it has absolutely no, what's the word I'm looking for? It doesn't put anything out into the environment that shouldn't be out there anyway. It's got zero
Emissions.
thank you. Emissions. And they put together I guess it's a commercial. What they did was they took LEDs and they made a map that covered the entire side of one of their cars. Then on the other side, they put a whole bunch of cameras. So what happens is the cameras on the far side send the image to the LEDs that are on the side closest to you. So what you see is what's on the other side of the car as it goes by. Can we roll that and take a look at this? Now, I can't see me driving that through town.
No?
But it was quite the stunt. Look at that. And then they talk about the different facts and figures of the cars. No. No, I dream in it sometimes, but I can't speak it fluently, no. How about that? Isn't that incredible?
That's incredible, but I imagine a lot of money was spent on that.
It was.
And for what?
Just a publicity stunt. But it's still pretty cool.
It is cool.
I mean, you can't buy it that way, but it's still pretty cool.
Yeah, well,
I mean, I don't know that I'd want it, but it's still pretty cool.
Not this decade, but probably in the next couple of decades. Who knows?
2, yeah. So one of the most, I don't know if you guys, how many here, and I know one for sure, how many here have a dog at home? Yeah, okay, good. How many here take your dog to the vet? Yeah, okay. How many here have begun to realize that sometimes your dog has figured out that this is the vet? I really don't want to go here. Okay. We'd like to show you the most retweeted picture from over the weekend.
Can you see it?
Look very closely and you'll see his dog is curled up in his arms like, don't make me get down.
No, it's so adorable.
Martin Lamont captioned this picture, I don't think he likes the vets.
You don't think?
No. That was the most retweeted picture, #cute.
And you say it was Martin? Was it Martin?
It was Martin.
I wonder if he has a picture of him going into the chiropractor's office after carrying that dog like that.
Look at that poor dog. Don't put me down, Dad. Don't make me stay here.
Would you do that? Would you do that?
Oh, my goodness.
How big is it? You have a dog, right?
Well, we got a couple of big dogs.
Yeah.
Sam wouldn't be too bad. Lena would be, she's pushing 100 pounds, so I'd make her carry me.
Everyone's seen my dog. If you ever saw the
Yes.
Tails and Tubs, and there's no way.
No? Not going to happen?
Not going to happen.
I'll tell you what, we got a great vet, though. Absolutely wonderful.
Still ahead on Delmarva Life Cruiser, setting the stage for Cats tonight at the Wicomico Youth and Civic Center. Brian Spires gives us a preview, plus the audience is in for a surprise you don't want to miss.
Plus, these dogs are so much more than just pets. They're healers, helping wounded warriors cope with invisible wounds. We'll hear more about the program, Paws and People Assisting Wounded Warriors. Delmarva Life, life at its best, here on Delmarva.
Delmarva Life is brought to you by Sussex County Federal Credit Union, guiding you to your financial future, and Peninsula Regional Medical Center. Honored to serve the entire Delmarva Peninsula since 1897.